Hey everybody, Overtime with the Oregonian here. I'm Billy Gates. That is Erik C. Anderson. And we're going to get right into Week 6 of Oregon High School football. Erik, you were at the game of the week. Sherwood and West Linn. What'd you think?
Right. West Linn is still a very good team, but I think we finally saw Sherwood legitimize itself as a 6A contender. I mean, they've had close losses to Tigard and Grants Pass, no doubt, but they finally got that really high-profile win. We saw Sherwood's wing tee offense take control, and West Linn really didn't have an answer for it. I mean, to come away with a 34-32 win on Friday, that really proved that they belonged. Other games that really stood out to me were Grant's dominating performance on Friday. Grant is by far the runaway favorite for the PIL. Lincoln had some moments where it looked like it may threaten Grant, but the Generals now going into the last few weeks here, they have a perfect record in PIL. I don't think anyone's going to touch them.
And we'll get to Grant here in a little bit. Let me talk about the games. The game I was at, I took a trip down south to Grants Pass and watched the Cavemen beat North Medford 38 to 21. Behind the performance of running back Zach Hannon. 11 total touches, and he scored 5 times.
It's an impressive number.
It was just insane watching him work. 9 rushes, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns, including an 89-yard run in the fourth quarter to shove the dagger in North Medford. And he also caught 2 passes for 91 yards. Both catches went for touchdowns. Just an outstanding performance by Hannon. Quarterback Javen Appling, 10 of 15, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Also ran for 81 yards. It was a really good performance by Grants Pass. It looked like North Medford was going to run away with it. They went up 13-0 early. Troy Fowler threw a touchdown pass, and then Nick Janakis had a 15-yard touchdown run in the second quarter to put the Black Tornado up 13. But then something clicked and Grants Pass just started rolling, and then it was the Zach Hannon show. It was a sight to see. And the other game I liked was Hermiston just blowing out Sandy 56-14. Hermiston led that game 49-3 at the half. 49-3 at the half.
That's a huge dominant performance.
The Bulldogs coming over from Eastern Oregon and just showing the West Side teams how it's done. Quarterback Chase Knutes for the Bulldogs, 11 of 15, 228 yards, 5 touchdowns. Hit a couple different receivers. Carson Mortar, 3 catches, 89 yards, a pair of touchdowns. Keegan Crafton, 5 catches, 106 yards to lead the Bulldogs, and he also had 2 scores. So just a dominating performance by Hermiston. They're tied for 3rd in our Oregon Live Class 5A poll with Springfield. Maybe they move up, maybe they don't, but at any rate, impressive win for the Bulldogs.
There's something about those number 3 ranked teams in 6A and 5A. I mean, Grants Pass kind of proved it, and Hermiston kind of proved it.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's maybe what this week's theme was. Oregon City, also another team that finally got that signature win on the road. They took down Clackamas 28-20 on Thursday night, and now after starting the season 0-3, they've won 3 games in a row, so they could be peaking at the right time, getting closer to the postseason. Billy mentioned a few top performers. I'd like to highlight a few as well. We had Jesuit quarterback Eric Restick going with a perfect outing on Friday night, completing all 7 of his passes, 7 for 7, for 149 yards and 4 touchdowns during Jesuit's win against the Century Jaguars. Another quarterbacking performance that really stood out to us was the Westview Wildcats quarterback, Austin Brisby. He made a mess of Glencoe, passing for 291 yards on 15 of 20 completions and 5 touchdowns. Westview won 69-7 in that one.
Goodness gracious.
Just another huge offensive performance for those boys.
Man, oh man.
And another number we'd like to throw at you is Landon Floyd's rushing total, 188 yards and 2 touchdowns on 22 carries for Tiger, as Tiger got another signature win on Friday.
And I've only got one more top performer, and it doesn't come from 6A or 5A. It comes from the 4A ranks, the North Bend Bulldogs. Drew Matthews, the wideout for those guys down there on the southern coast. 11 catches, 307 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, and a 59-32 win over South Umpqua. You know, we've always got folks from North Bend reaching out to us, telling the Oregonian that, hey, you should pay attention to these guys. They're a great ball club. They're a great team. Just because they're 4A, well, we hear you, North Bend. We hear you. And with more performances like this from Matthews, I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys in the playoffs later on, and we'll definitely keep an eye on you guys there. So, again, a tremendous performance from Drew Matthews. Absolutely brilliant. 307 receiving yards, man.
Beast
Mode, for sure.
Beast and people. Well, we had a great game last week with our game of the week between Sherwood and West Linn. It was a great atmosphere. We got some great photos, videos, and several stories coming out from that. We'd like to take a moment to announce the next week's game of the week, which is
Sprague versus Grant. I believe that one's at the Grant Bowl.
We will be there. That means extended coverage from our photo team, from our reporters, and of course we have videographers there as well. So you can expect a ton of coverage all throughout the week leading up to the game on Friday.
And that's
all we got.
That's what we do. That's what we do here. All right. Well, for Eric, I'm Billy. Stick around next time. Next overtime video is going to come out Wednesday. At least that's the plan.
We'll be here.
We'll let you know. All right.